This 87 Grand National gets smoke lights, tinted windows, and a House of Color Galaxy Gray. We lowered the suspension by a couple inches and gave it some extra jump by powering it up with a nitrous express system. ...2004 Cadillac Escalade. We chromed this one out along the edges. We chromed the grille, the gas cap, the door handles. We blacked out the windows, and then we dropped it for the shorties. ...1971 Eldorado. We went with snow white paint and black smoke windows. An air ride suspension to give it that nice smooth auto up and down. To top it off, we gave it the GFG 20-inch Beverly Hills Edition rims. Z06. We stuck a Pro Charger in this one and dropped in a B&M short shifter to help you reduce that throw, giving you that extra edge when you're looking to outrun those popos. ...1970 Chevelle 454, the workhorse. Supercharged and nitroed. Lowered stance and painted starlight black. Standing still, you can see this bad boy was built to run. '69 Stingray. This got dressed up with a high polished blower and some HOK blue blood. Riding on low pro 19s and dropped by 2. This car is a one-of-a-kind classic. '67 Camaro 427. This got muscled up even more with a Pro Charger, Gibson headers and exhaust, and a nitro system. To top it off, we put a fat chrome blower. You got yourself a complete muscle car. '64 Chevy Impala SS. We chromed the door handles, the mirrors, and the front and rear bumps. Riding on top of them 22-inch Dayton reverse radials, we gave this classic American hot rod the West Coast Customs love. This Chevy SSR gets road ready with a supercharger system, Borla exhaust and headers, and 26-inch GNLs. The billet grille by SMA sets it just right against the House of Color So Blue body paint. This '73 Chevy Monte Carlo gets juiced with a Pro Charger and a nitrous kit. We put on some House of Color Zenith Gold, lifted the rear and dropped the front to give it that classic muscle car look. This '59 Chevy Impala gets the top chopped about 3 inches and chromed out all the way around. Moldings, handles, grille, bumpers, everything. The air ride suspension gives it the easy up and downs, and the Gibson headers and exhaust gives it that deep down rumbling sound, so they can hear you coming 5 blocks away. .50 gotta keep up, so they got the Impala rigged out with a Pro Charger, Borla headers and exhaust, and a nitro system. We lowered it about 3 inches and put on some bumper guards. '69 Dodge Charger RT. We kept this one simple. We smoked the windows, dropped in a high polished blower, chromed the bumpers front and rear, and dipped it in some House of Color Ultra Orange. And there you have it, an old school classic. '04 Dodge Viper. We tinted the windows and smoked the taillights on this bad boy. Then we dropped it about a half a foot to keep it low and lean. With the supercharger and headers and the full Mopar package, this Vipe is ready to strike. This new Rumble Bee gets a full Mopar remake to the engine, so you know it's got that extra juice. Tinted windows, smoke lights, purple body paint. This Bee is ready to do some stinging. '2006 Dodge Charger. We dropped this Charger 3 inches and then smoked the lights and added a grille. With the nitrous express system and a supercharger under the hood, this ride here is a speed freak. '05 Magnum RT gets dropped and propped, riding steady on GFG 22s. Smoke lights, billet grille, Gibson headers and exhaust, wraps this ride tight on its way to the top. The '05 Dodge SRT gets a little extra hop with a supercharger and Borla headers and exhaust. We lowered it about 3 inches and kept it simple with some House of Color white body paint. '2004 Hummer H2. It's got a coat of House of Color lapis blue, then we chromed all the exterior parts, so it shines from every angle. Even though we dropped it 6 inches, we're still rolling on 28s. This '04 FX has 22-inch Dresdens, tinted windows, and we dropped it a couple inches and gave it a coat of cinder red. We put on a Pro Charger and slapped on some Borla exhaust pipes too. This one is a flat-out road racer, designed for handling and performance. We put in a supercharger for that extra kick and a B&M short shifter to get you to the next gear as quick as you can. The Lotus Elise. This car rolls out of the factory ready to do its thing, so it doesn't need much. We just smoked the lights, tossed in a supercharger, and dropped it on some 19-inch rims, ready to roll. This Eclipse Spyder goes carbon creations all the way, with front flared and rear lips, side skirts, and a carbon hood, with some fat 19s underneath. This Spyder's ready to fly. This '03 Evo gets some added boost with nitro, a turbocharger and extreme dimensions hood scoop to keep the air flowing through. A mid-splitter and sniper wing gets added to see that the ride stays steady smooth. This Nissan Skyline gets all dressed up with extreme dimensions body kit and a new coat of color. With Nismo headers and exhaust and some fat rear 20s, this ride has a hard time standing still. This 350 gets remade from the wheels up, with Nismo suspension, sway bars, headers, and tuned cams, all dressed up with the Extreme Dimensions body kit. This whip here is ready for its close-up. This 240 SS goes extreme with the ED Type M1 kit, Nismo slip differential, and R-tuned adjustable suspension. Means you'll be steady and strong on them tight curves and on them straightaways. The '04 Spec 5 got the Nismo treatment. R-tuned cams, S-tuned suspension with sway bars, Nismo wheels and body kit. The Borla headers and exhaust will have this one growling. The '05 Nissan Frontier gets a billet grille, tinted glass, and goes high in the sky with a 10-inch lift. Nismo exhaust and headers and a supercharger makes this rig ready to race. The '05 Titan pickup got a Nismo supercharger, R-tuned headers, and an S-tuned exhaust. We lifted it about a foot and double shocked it, so it rides smooth on and off-road. Then we dressed it up with some shaved door handles, billet grille, and a House of Color black sparkle. '88 Cutlass Supreme. This got a chrome grille and bumpers, blacked out windows, smoke lights, and House of Color Sherwood body paint. The supercharger and Gibson headers and exhaust keep this one rolling steady on 22-inch Giovannas. '66 Pontiac GTO. This got dressed up with some new school accessories. Chrome blower, shaved door handles, and chrome bumpers front and rear. The nitro system and Pro Charger guarantees that this old school ride is well equipped to lead the pack. Pontiac brings on some new muscle with the 05 GTO, and we beefed it up just a little bit more with the Pro Charger, Gibson headers, and exhaust. A SMA grille sits clean on the front, while the B&M shifter gets you into gear with no time wasted. The Solstice. It's so new it doesn't need much. A bit of visual upgrading and some custom brakes, and this one's ghost. Saleen S7 goes crazy with some graffiti style graphics. Then we dropped in a supercharger, shaded the windows, and put on a set of GFG 20s. Now it's rolling in style. This WRX got lightened up all the way around with a carbon hood, trunk, and side view mirrors. The twin turbos and Borla headers and exhaust gave it that added hop. The Yellow 18s will have you riding the finish line in style.